Hey, how y'all doing today? I'm Anthony. This is Palmetto Prepared, and today we're back in my kitchen and we're going to make some cornbread, and more specifically, southern cornbread. The big difference between southern cornbread and everywhere else is sweet. We don't use sugar like the rest of them do. So it's a different taste in cornbread, different style, but I'm making some barbecue pork tonight, pork loin, and I want some cornbread with it. And I figured if I'm going to be making it anyway, I might as well film it and show y'all how I do it. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, you need to get 2 bowls. And personally for me, because you use dry ingredients and wet ingredients, what I like to do is I like to put the wet ingredients in the bigger bowl and the dry ingredients in the smaller bowl, because you're going to be adding the dry to wet. I just found that works better. It's easier to mix that way versus vice versa. So let's go ahead and get started. Now for our wet ingredients, super easy. Use 6 tablespoons or a 1/3 cup of butter, melted butter. 1 cup of buttermilk. Make sure you shake it before you use it. I prefer cultured buttermilk if I don't make my own. And 2 eggs. Oh, that one broke all weird. Still worked though. And you're going to want to whisk them together. Now for your dry ingredients, you use 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a cup of yellow cornmeal. For this recipe I use non-self-rising since I'm putting baking powder in there. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of pure baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Put all those in the smaller bowl and whisk it all together. Alright, once you get your dry ingredients all whisked together, you're going to add it to your wet material, your butter, buttermilk, and eggs, but you're going to do it slowly when you combine them because it's going to go all over the place if you don't. Put a little bit in the middle. Start mixing it around. And then add the rest. Now that everything's mixed together, you should look somewhat like this. Nice mixed batter. Don't over mix it because you don't want it to be super tough. You want it to be nice and fluffy. And when you get to that point, just take it over. I'm using a cake pan, 9x9 or 8x8. I don't know, I haven't measured it. But I'm using a normal cake pan. You could also put this in a cast iron skillet. But instead of doing that, I'm going to go ahead and do this because a lot more people have this than they do cast iron. So we're going to go do it this way. Make sure you grease it or butter it. Mine's already been buttered. Once you got it in your pan, you're going to want to do this little action right here. Kind of shake it like this until it coats the bottom of the pan. Now I know it looks like it's not a lot, but trust me, it's going to rise and everything's going to be, you know, fine and dandy. Don't worry. But you're going to put your oven at 425 preheated. Throw this in there for about 18 to 20 minutes. When it starts to brown on top and a toothpick comes in, or you can put a toothpick in and pull it out clean, you know you're done. So usually about 20 minutes at 425, okay? Well, there you have it. Took me about 18 minutes from start to finish. You know, I started checking at 15 because sometimes it cooks a little bit faster, but 18 minutes. It was the right type of brown. Toothpick came in and out clean. Pulled it out the oven, set it over here to cool for about 10 minutes before I started cutting. Put it, made a nice little display. Hopefully the wife's going to be super happy because she likes cornbread. She likes the sweet cornbread, but we'll see if she likes this one too. And I'm excited. I love cornbread. So if you are one of those ones that likes sweet cornbread, all you gotta do is add 1/2 cup of sugar to this recipe and it still should turn out just fine. I'm not a big fan of putting that in there. I think that's more corn muffin than cornbread, but hey, to each their own. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you. Here's a subscriber, and I'll catch y'all later, okay? Bye.